So hi guys. So hi everyone. So hi everyone. It's Jalise at Infinite Modesty Design. How is everyone doing today? Um, hey Stella. Thanks for joining me, my dearie. How is everyone doing today? Hope all is well with everyone. It's happy Thursday. I know usually I don't do did I do a live last Thursday? I can't even remember. Usually I would do a live on a Friday or on a Tuesday, but I wanted to come today because I am having a class tomorrow, so I kind of wanted to connect today. So hello for everyone who don't know me. So if you know me and you know what we do, awesome. I'm just gonna reintroduce myself. My name is Jalise, and we do offer classes in Toronto. We offer sewing classes, both in studio class and online classes. Recently, we started our online classes, and they have been going well. We have our online beginners class, so it has been going well. Um, so for those who might be thinking about or have been thinking about taking a class or learning to sew, and when I say learn to sew, not just learn to sew, we definitely want to make sure we start you from ground zero and get you up slowly but surely. So definitely, you definitely want to contact us if you are that person who always have a desire to learn to sew. Yeah. So I just wanted to come to say hi, see how everyone doing today, um, and talk a little bit. So I know Stella is here. Hi Stella, how you doing? So Stella, have you gotten everything prepared, dear? Hope you did. The last time I wasn't I was live, but I didn't show myself in the group, and I missed all the comments. So I'm seeing a comment now, which is awesome. Yes, guys. So anyway, I'm here. I wanted to ask a few questions. Okay, good. Okay, no problem. We'll connect for sure. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. For all those who got the class, we'll connect for sure. For sure. For sure. All right, guys. So for those who, hey, Miss King, thanks for joining me. So we're not having the class today, Mariam. We're having it tomorrow. So I send you the link. You could still get the, and also with the class as well. For those who taken the class, the class, we do have the video. I still have to prep the video and everything though, but we do have the video. So I did say I wanted to join on Zoom. You know what? I even forget what I actually said. I am not on Zoom right now. I'm actually on a Facebook Live. Probably I'll do the Zoom another time. But at first I was thinking about doing the Zoom and people could come on Zoom, but I don't know. I have a little headache for some reason. I have a little headache. Maybe I could still do the Zoom because I did mention Zoom and I just remember that, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna try to see if I could do send a link for Zoom here. I don't know how that's gonna work though. If you're gonna allow me to do Zoom while I'm doing live at the same time, we'll see how that works. I don't know if it will maybe allow me to do both screen. Okay, so I'm seeing myself here on Zoom, so I'm gonna just send the Zoom link for those who want to join me on Zoom. Just edit here, take the link, and we could chat because I know some people may have questions. So sorry guys. So for those who want to join me on Zoom, I'm gonna send the link in the group chat. Yeah, 5 o'clock already. So I'm only in the group right now. I am in either the beginners group. So I'm gonna send the link in the Toronto group. What do you think? Where am I right about now? Okay, I'm gonna send the Zoom link in the Toronto group for those. We're not having a class today, guys. We're not having any class. Today it's 7 o'clock, so I'll put it for 7. I wanted to do a little quiz, sewing quiz today. So for those who have the game on, so I wanted to make it a little bit fun today. I want to put the Zoom. So I put the Zoom link in the beginners group. So if you are in the beginners group and you want to kind of come and hang out with us here, you could hang out. And also the link is also in the Toronto group. But I don't have anything scheduled definite today. Just talk about sewing. So if anyone want to join me, they could definitely join me on Zoom. I'm here. I'm not seeing anyone log in yet, but you could definitely join me if you want to. Okay, guys, so I'm not doing any sewing today. I'm just really doing talking. I wanted to do a little sewing quiz, and also just talk about our classes and how it's going, how it's structured. Also, just to say a few little things about how we do things, or your sewing machine, pretty much. I know some people have contact me and they may not know what sewing machine to buy. For a beginner friendly sewing machine, that is, I'm just gonna see here. So for all those who actually thinking about, oh hey Miss Dana, thanks for joining me, dear. I would send the link out. Yeah, I would definitely send the link out, Stella. You for sure you would be getting the link out for tomorrow's class for sure. Okay, guys. So if anyone is coming on Zoom with me, I had to kind of flip the screen to see because I'm just like all over the place right now. I'm all over the place. Okay, let me just leave everything here. Yes, guys. So for those who are interested in or want to know more about sewing, definitely want to level up their skills in sewing. If you have use a needle and thread, for instance, if you have probably like me, grew up with a grandmother and she used to sew. Definitely you wanna and you wanna improve that skills. You always have that passion, that dream to actually get your hands on a sewing machine or get your hands in a class or create something. That's the beauty about sewing. The beauty about sewing is you take this piece of fabric, you know what I mean? Like I have this piece of fabric here, which I'm going to show you guys in a bit because we're going to talk about the gather skirt making class. And you have this beautiful piece of fabric and you create it into something, into a masterpiece. That's what we're all about, to really, really help you to get that skills going, to really dive and pull that talent in you out and let it come alive. You know, the great thing about me, I love to see is when my students come and say, I never touched a sewing machine before. So please, have you ever had beginners in my class? I say, I love beginners. And then when they finish the class, the joy on their face. So I love teaching sewing. That's like my bread and butter. I really, really love it. Again, just to reintroduce myself, for those who are interested in our services, we do have a class tomorrow. We do have a gather skirt making class tomorrow. Just to kind of give you guys what we up to. We also have ongoing beginners class. So we have beginners class, we have intermediate class. And intermediate, after the beginners class, we'll talk about the intermediate and the advanced and the super advanced class. So we're going to be talking about it more. But what I would definitely suggest, if you haven't taken a sewing class before and you have a desire, not just YouTube videos, not just, well, I just want to see, I'll go on, anybody could go on YouTube, but you want to have a structured class where you understand terminology. Sewing, there is so much things to learn about sewing. Even the most couture of couture would tell you every day is a learning process. And the best way to learn is either one, get someone who is knowledgeable in that field, right? Get someone who's actually been doing this for a long time, which is us, Infinite Modesty Design. Or two, probably want to go to a college. Well, that's where you would be spending a lot of money, right? That's where it would take a lot of time. With us now at Infinite Modesty Design, we would tailor to your needs. Number one thing I like to do is to analyze my students. So whether I'm having a free class or a paid class, I see who need my help the most. and go for that. Like I hear people say, and I'm not boasting myself. I'm not somebody who boasts to brag myself, but I hear from mouth of previous classes, students would say, you know, they focus more on the bright students, and I come from the Caribbean. Trust me, if you're a bright student, trust me, that teacher love you. If you're a slow person like you like me, I like to take my time to learn. That's why I always say take your time. I like taking my time to learn. If you're a slow student, then the teacher wouldn't even put you aside. And I guess that's where I like to pick up the people that are really struggling, is to look at your struggle, see where you need help, and um, improve what I see in you, and work on that to get it better, right? And those who is up there already, I encourage them to do more. I think that's where my focus is for the online classes, for the in-studio classes, and so on and so forth. So if anyone is in the chat and you have a sewing machine, um, or you have been around a sewing machine, or probably you thought of buying a sewing machine, let us know. Maybe you have a sewing machine, maybe it's a brother, a singer, or any sewing machine in your house, and you said, okay, you know what? Yeah, I have a sewing machine. It's a Singer, it's a Juki, it's a Baby Lock, it's a whatever. Put it in the chat. I want to see what sewing machine you guys have. I really want to see what kind of sewing machine you guys have. Yeah. Now, our classes for the skirt is tomorrow. So for those who sign up, I will send you the link. And for those, because I know a few people had contact me, and for those who didn't sign up, I'm just going to show you what the skirt is all about. And guys, I want to have a little bit of quiz today. I want to actually make this a little bit fun. I don't want it to be like just me talking. I want to hear you guys. So I want to know what kind of sewing machine you have. If you guys could kindly put it in the chat, that would be awesome. If you have a sewing machine, probably thinking of buying a sewing machine, and what machine do you desire to have? Put it in the chat. Let me see what sewing machine you have. And I am just going to show the skirt that we'll be making tomorrow. So I'm not doing any major sewing today. More talking. So this is a skirt, the class we're going to have tomorrow, right? So this is like a maxi gather skirt. So for Stella, Singer 22, awesome. So it's a Singer heavy duty 22, beautiful. So this is one of the skirt we'll be making tomorrow. It's a maxi gathered skirt. It's a very gorgeous skirt. Well, I like African print, so it really look really pretty in African prints, and it look pretty in whatever print you have. Now this is a very, very easy skirt to make. Let's say you are a beginner, you know how to I had students who actually make skirts online with me with needle and thread. I'm not sure that no, I don't think she make the gather skirt class with needle and thread, but I have students who just at least have an idea of needle and thread and take my class because they had a desire to learn to sew a skirt at least. So this skirt here now is it's very easy, guys. And this skirt, like if I have to make this skirt for you, which eventually I will start making because you've been asking me, I would charge you on the low end $125 Canadian, and that's plus shipping, right? I would teach it for you for only $85 because it's so easy to learn, and it's something that you could actually make. And once you learn to make it for yourself, you'll be making it over and over and over because it's so easy to make. And the thing, what I'm going to do, I like to challenge people. So you will have a pockets. Actually, this skirt is not my waist, so I can't even put it around my waist. We have pockets in the skirt. So that's the challenging part in it, but it's not so challenging because I like to kind of, give people, you just push yourself a little. So that's what the skirt we're going to be making tomorrow. Very pretty, very beautiful. And it's only $85 Canadian for the class. And you also have supplement with video as well. All right. So definitely if you want to dive into make a skirt like this. And the goal is with this skirt is that once you make it, you learn it, you could be making skirt and sell for yourself, right? You could be making yeah, so that's the thing. You could definitely be making and sell. You could definitely be making and probably even start a little side hustle. Little as small as it is, right? Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Because you make this skirt, that doesn't mean, well, all of a sudden, you in. But the goal is that is a start for you, right? And if you have, like I said, a sewing machine, you know how to do a simple straight stitch. This skirt is as complicated it may look, is some people like, oh, wow, this is too much. It's a very easy basic skirt to make. And we will be teaching you it live online, okay? Soon we will be coming up with fabric as well, very soon, to sell. I will have more information with that. But I want to see who has what machine. So we have a Singer 4452. So that's one of the machines I have in my studio here. It's a very good machine I would refer if anyone want to sew. So thanks for that, Catherine. And then Stella have a Singer 4423. Let me see if I can see the chat. I want to make sure that I'm not missing out anyone here. Okay, my computer froze. No. Okay. Oh, there we go. There you go. So Stella, you want to make it over and over again. Of course, why not? Okay, let's get us talking now. I have some quiz today for those who watching me who have the replay. And we're going to ask, I want to ask to see if that's making sense. Because that's time when I want to do live. I just don't want to be sewing or just talking. I want people to kind of respond to me, sort of. So who could tell me what this is in the chat? Who could tell me what, either what it is or what is it used for? Maybe just the name and what is it used for? So this beautiful sewing tool that I have in my hand here. All right, so who could tell me what it is and probably what it's used for? What it is or what it's used for? One of the two. I'm trying to see if that makes sense to people, that eventually we could be doing question and answer night or something like that in sewing to kind of, you know, spice up the thing a little bit. All right, so okay. So Ms. Zena have a brother 8080 machine, awesome. Hillary have a brother machine, wonderful. We called the other names already, so fantastic. All right. Okay, so there you go. So at least, right. So, all right, so good. So I guess we all used to cut fabric. There you go. So this is a rotary cutter. So one good thing with the rotary cutter is that I like using it. It's actually really, really durable. Really, really, never seen it before, Stella. Okay, there you go. Actually, you know what, Stella, you did see it in our intro class. So it was just on the page of the picture. There was a picture with the rotary cutter there. But I always advise, if you're a beginner, you kind of want to, you know, practice or don't use it in the beginning stage, because you want to pretty much practice to make sure that you're really competent, because you could be cutting that fabric, and if your hands is in the way, probably your finger might slices, and you don't want that. So if you have a scissors, you always want to practice with the scissors, and when you get better and better in sewing, then you can step up your game to buy a rotary cutter and get everything nice and pretty there. There you go. So cut fabric multiple layers, of course. Awesome. That's it there. Okay, so I have more questions here. I have more questions here. I want to come up with incentives as well. So hi Eva, thanks for joining me in the beginners group. We also do have okay, so let me see. I see another person comment here. So we do have, oh, from Denmark. Awesome, awesome. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. And everyone here who is joining me, whether for the first time or repeat, just let me know, where are you right now? Are you in Toronto? Are you in the States? Are you in what part of the world are you joining me from? So thanks Eva for joining me. Really appreciate you joining me today. Okay, guys. I think I lost my screen here. Okay, I'm back. Oh yeah, so it's definitely, the rotary cutter is definitely something you don't want to play with. That's for sure, for sure, for sure. So if you're a beginner, I don't use it to teach my beginner online or offline, and make sure I let them know. If you're a beginner, you're not going to be using this. Except you want to do it on your own term at home, then you're pretty much on your own. But it's definitely a tool that you don't want to play with, for sure. Okay? Now, who could tell me what this is now? This nice, pretty looking tool here. Very pretty, very nice. Who could tell me what it is? Oh, probably what it's used for. Let me just hold it up like this. What it is, what it's used for. Yeah, for those who, beautiful sewing lovers. So what it is, what it's used for. Okay, so I want to, so while I'm waiting for some of my lovely people to answer here, I would just come up with some question I have asked some of my beginners. And I want to thank everyone who participated in the question. I did ask if video class or live class, which one? And most people say video class. And that was like, wow. I was saying, no, probably most people would say live class. And I like the fact that most people answer and they say video class because it kind of gives me a clear view how to structure my class. Now, on my online class, I do video classes as well, meaning that we record the class for now, and then you have the video to look over. So if you are in our private paid group, you would get me live, and also you would get the same video, and you could replay the video on your own or replay the video after the class is finished. So that's how we structure the class right now. I am coming up with more structured class video because I like teaching with videos and also live. That's how I like. So the question we had here is, what is a tracing wheel? I see one person answer, which is awesome. Let me see here in the other group here. Okay. So we wrote it. Okay. All right. So Eva says to copying pattern. Yep. That's the answer there. And I think Hillary had said something too. Hillary said it's a tracing wheel. There we go. So one good thing about our tracing wheel now, it's if you have to let's say you have a pattern, whether you buy Infinite Modesty design pattern or you buy your own sew pattern, it's really, really handy. You could preserve your patterns. So I have lots and lots and lots of patterns, even though I have my own personal patterns. But let's say you buy some of the commercial pattern and it's really, really flimsy. And you want to preserve, maybe you had a nice skirt and you want to preserve it. So you use this to pretty much use it with a tracing paper. Trace over the pattern, and then you could actually preserve the pattern for future use. So thanks for whoever answered the question there for me. So Eva, we do have a paid group where we do teach beginners class. So for those who are joining me for the first time again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being on my page. Thank you for all your support. We do have two groups. We have a beginners group, which we have more people actually in the beginners group. And we also have a Toronto sewing groups. Those two groups are free. And we do live classes to kind of encourage you that, you know, most of the people who come to my group, either they're in sewing or they have a desire to learn to sew, or they're a beginner and they want more. So the groups is there so we could actually put education in there. We could do live classes, free classes. And we also have a paid group. So someone had asked a question. The paid group now is for if you want a structured class. You want a structured class where we go beginners, intermediate, advanced, and super advanced. So what I'm trying to say is that we could teach you if you have no clue of the sewing machine. We do recommend a sewing machine like this though, except you have another sewing machine. So I'm just gonna hold it up here, get strong here. So this is a 4452 sewing machine. It's a Singer heavy duty. Now, if you have another sewing machine and you know how to thread the machine and run the bobbin, that's perfectly fine. If you definitely want to get serious in your sewing journey. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is one of the sewing machine I do recommend. If you have never touched the sewing machine before. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. So I have a puff. Is that the name of a machine, Eva? Yeah. So if you have never touched a sewing machine before, never ever in your life touched a sewing machine before, and you said, Jaleese, I see you and I really want to learn to sew, but I never touch it, and I'm online. That's all good. I've been teaching online people who never touched the sewing machine before and have been doing very well. Okay. So if you looking for a class for sure. Oh, okay, nice. Very, very nice. How long have you had the sewing machine? So if you're looking for a sewing class and you have never touched a sewing machine before and you want me to recommend a sewing machine, I would definitely say it's a Singer 4452 or 4423 or 4432. Those Singer heavy duty, I have been using them and it have been working for me, so I recommend a machine that I could able to teach you there. So yes, so that's a great question. So someone asked, What is the difference between the Singer 4452? Is it the same as the Singer 4423? So that's a great question, Stella. Oh wow! If you have it for 15 years, I like that. Oh my goodness, that's a beauty then. That is so nice. Excellent. Thanks for sharing, dear. Thank you so much for sharing. Let me just turn the phone like this. So the difference is, Stella, is that is the stitching. The 4452 is a little bit more advanced. Of course. One of my students who never touched a sewing machine before saw me, bought a machine, and just trust me enough to teach her. She made a comment. So yes, she said, true, never had I ever touched a sewing machine before. I learned my skills from here online, from Infinite Modesty Design. Yes, she have. Thank you for sharing, Stella. I really appreciate that. Awesome. Just now, I'll be getting big time reviews from you, girl. Don't worry, we're going to talk about that. So yes, I have students online here with me who have taken class and never touched a sewing machine before. I also have private students, private classes. But right now we're focusing mainly on the group classes to kind of really pull you out, you meet friends, because the group class we have video. So it's not just we have a class and we done, we go, no. Once the class is finished, you'll be in the group and you have videos to review the class. That's the awesome thing about the class. That's the awesome thing about what we're trying to do right now. Okay? Now I have another question here. Who could tell me what, if this is a pattern, let me just put it here. What part of the pattern is that? Like, which pattern is, let me just, actually, I do this. So, what do you think this look like? A skirt, a pants, a blouse, a dress? Like, what part of the pattern you think this is? What part of the pattern this is? Yeah. So, again, just to ask if you're watching, you want to know what part of the pattern is this? Not the symbol, just the pattern itself. Is it a skirt? Is it a dress? Bottom dress? Is it a pants? What do you think this look like? Okay. What do you think this look like? Okay, so let me see. Okay. All right. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Miss Dana. So let me hear some more comments. Let me hear some more comments. Awesome. So what part of the pattern anyone think this is? So if you answer again. Answer it. If you have answer, awesome. So let's see if anyone else could figure out which part it is. It is. Okay, so I have some other things here. And again, for those who joined me for the first time again, I'm going to show the skirt that we have tomorrow. So for those who, this is just for those who joined me for the first time. So this is just a regular event class. Like, this is not part of our scheduled beginners class. But this, if you know how to run the machine, or if you know how to do a straight stitch on the sewing machine, and you could definitely take this class. This is just a one-time class where I'm going to teach you for a couple hours. So this is to make a maxi skirt. I'm trying to get on my screen to show the skirt here. So this is a one-time class making a maxi gathered skirt. So it's like this here, right, with pockets. I'm trying to make sure it looks. This cannot fit me though, so I'm just putting it around to kind of show you how it would actually look. So we have pockets. Let me see if I come this way. Yeah, a maxi gathered skirt with pockets. So that's the class we'll be having tomorrow. It's a live online class. You need about your waist multiplied by 3, and that would be the amount. You could actually go your waist multiplied by 3 plus a little extra if you want. If you're someone like me and you want it really, really puffy, you could do that as well. So the class is $85 for the class, and that's Canadian dollars. You could definitely sign up for the class. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here now. So Eva, has it been running well for you? The machine hasn't been running well for you? So it's a blouse. Yes, Teresa, it's beautiful. That's why you need to join the class. You've been telling me. Did you get your sewing machine, Teresa? So guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yes, you did, and you never contact me, Teresa. So your waist multiplied by 3 shouldn't look small, seem small, Stella. It's supposed to be a long piece of fabric, so it can be small if it's your waist. If my waist is 20 and multiply by 3, that would be 60. So it's a long piece of fabric, so it wouldn't be small at all. Like I said, we'll talk tomorrow. Your waist measurement multiply. But you have to contact me, Teresa. You bought a machine. You had to contact me. You have to contact me. Buying the machine is not to sit down. You have to contact me. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, so that skirt actually I'm teaching it online tomorrow, Eva. That's one of our online class. But the paid class I was talking about is the most structured class for beginners. So people who have probably never sewn before or haven't used a sewing machine much that really want to kind of learn sewing from ground zero. Guys, our goal is not just to teach you sewing because we want you to make pillowcase cushion, and pillowcase cushion is nice to make. I teach free classes and different classes. My goal is for you to say, okay, you know what, Julius, I want to make something for myself. Julius, I want to go into a business probably in sewing, and I really want to get oh, my shirt. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you, my dear. I read wrong. Don't even mind me. Thank you, Eva. Appreciate it. So thank you so much, my dearie. I know I like matching my clothes when I make it and all that. Yeah, so my goal is to really, really work with clients who want to pretty much scale it in the sewing and fashion world, right? I've been, my thing is not just, okay, we're just gonna just run the machine, Zoom, we do project. If you look in our beginners class, we almost a month in our beginners class. And we haven't really done a project because I'm just teaching and teaching and teaching. We do project in our events, in our live events and stuff like that. Oh, I have satin. I just have satin. So regular, and I had satin. Sometime when it's hot, oh my goodness, I shouldn't even put satin in there. But she asked me what is in the. You need the beginners class. We was advertising the beginners class. The beginners class really help you really beginner structures. You never touched a sewing machine before. That's the kind of beginners I'm talking about. But Teresa, please let us connect. Connect with me. We could connect. So Teresa actually have been my actually with Teresa was the first woman I came to Canada by. So thank you, Teresa, for joining me today. So because of Teresa, that's why I'm here. The first time I came to Canada, I connected with Teresa. I was living in her house. So this is a veteran right there for me. Okay, so I have more questions. So what is this here now? What is this lovely tool? What is this lovely tool? So yes, I have satin in the sleeve, Eva. So this gorgeous tool, what is this gorgeous tool? So Stella, I have to read Stella testimony. Stella is just too much popping up good testimony here. So Stella said, so for those who still watching me, so tell me what is this gorgeous tools here? Let me just put it here so you can see. What is this gorgeous tools here? Very gorgeous. And tell me why I say it's gorgeous. There you go. Oh my goodness, I'm getting answers already. There you go. Awesome, awesome. I'm not going to mention anything just in case anyone didn't see the chat yet. I'm going to I'm going to answer soon. So let me okay, good. Let she contact me, Teresa, for sure. Let her contact me. But Teresa, I'm going to contact with you right after the live. I will definitely contact with you, for sure. So I have to read this awesome, one of my students who have never touched a sewing machine before. She's in my Toronto group. Because I'm in 2 groups here. That's why I'm looking back and forth. So it said, for the first time I'm here first timer here who have never used a sewing machine, I am a living testimony. You learn it from her. And yes, online it's possible, and believe you me, when you got it, the machine becomes your new best friend. I am telling you. So this here is Stella, who have never touched a sewing machine before. I remember Stella very well. She connect with me. She said, oh, you in Toronto? I don't like online class. You do in studio class? I said, my dear, for now we do online. I said, don't worry, you could actually, buy a machine. And from the time she buys, she's like, okay, what do I do? So Stella is in our beginners class, and she's a living testimony. And it was only 4 classes we have, but there every week we connect is about 2 hours of class, and I really make sure that you learn. Not just we come, we just do this, we do that, we do no, no, no. You learn from ground zero as if you are in a college. That's, you know, that's what, I went to college actually for those things, but I have been learning from since I was a little girl, growing up with my grandmother. So that's what makes it so sewing is so special for me. People have to know the truth because I doubt online sewing. Yes, you did, and for a while, but I was wrong, and she did. She did said I don't really like sewing online, and I said it was okay. You know, at the end of the day, she bought the machine. She trusts me enough, bought the machine, and she's in my class, and we are going on. We are going on for sure. Aww. And she said, you know, I'm patient with my students. Of course, that's her word. I'm not boasting. Maybe, no, I'm not. I like to be patient. I like to take my time. I'm not a quick learner. I like to take my time, but when I learn it, I learn it. And that's how I like to teach, to make sure that we all, you know, because I'm dealing with online students. Even in my in-studio students, I have to make sure, you know, take your time, or you have to have patience because someone is learning the skills from you. Okay, so for all the bright students, of course, all my wonderful students. So Stella, yay! So Stella says a seam ripper. Mizina says a seam ripper. Catherine says a seam ripper. There you go. And Eva said of course, it's a seam ripper. I love mine. I have 3 with nice big handle, like yours, nice. Oh, you bought it on Wish. Is it a good place to shop? I always see they always flashing out in front of my thing here. Is it a good place to shop? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, guys, so I'm going to ask one more question here. No, actually, I don't know how long I'm going to ask question. But I have these lovely beauties here, and tell me what it is. So tell me what it is. If you know what it is, tell me what it is. So thanks, Stella. Thank you for that comment, sweetheart. So tell me what it is. Okay, so some of the reason I would say here that you definitely need a sewing instructor, or you need someone to kind of guide you along the way. All right, thank you. So some of the things that I think that you definitely need, why I would say that sewing is such an essential, it's an essential hobby. It's an essential part of I would say, once you enter it, of course, not everyone is into sewing, but once you are into sewing, sewing would guide you to save money. That's the good thing here. When you know that you are doing something that could actually mean value to you, you're saving money. You don't have to pretty much, you know, maybe buy a dress and I'm talking about big time. I'm not just talking about just going to the tailor and mend something, because you definitely learn all those little things in our classes. But because as you sew, you will learn. As you sew, you will say, okay, you know, maybe I didn't know how to sew, how to hem my jeans, or I didn't know how to hem my skirt. As you learn and we do things repeatedly, those things will just come naturally. You would know how to hem your skirt. You would know how to tuck whatever, you know, put in a button. You would naturally know these things. But my focus here is big time now. I'm looking at, you'll want to make a dress to go to a wedding. Guys, I'm not talking ABC sewing. I'm talking sewing where we teach you step by step to get to that level where your heart desire to be. Once you continue, not in the beginner's class, of course, but the beginner is a starting stone to get you step by step. Right? So let's say you want to make a dress. Remember, you have a wedding to go to, like me, you know, wherever I go, you know, I make my clothes, my children clothes, whatever. But let's talk about you now. You want to make you want to go somewhere and say, you know what, this clothes on them is too expensive, and there's a lot of expensive dresses, which, you know, I cannot blame. If someone say, okay, I will sew you a dress for $1,000, I cannot blame them, because sewing is not something, well, you know, it's like ABC. So if the person want to charge $1,000, then you save that $1,000 by making the dress for yourself, right? So sewing, really getting a sewing instructor, taking a sewing class, gaining knowledge in sewing, it saves you money. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee there, guys. You could make clothes for your children. Like my husband said, you know, he's always blessed that he don't have to be buying clothes for me. That's the funny thing with my husband. He's a blessed man. He don't have to buy clothes for me because I'm always making something. So sewing help you to save money big time. Oh, so what's up? Okay, so I have some wonderful students again. So Stella is on the ball, I'm telling you. So it's a bobbin. There you go. It's my best friend. All right. So is a bobbin your best friend, Catherine? So bobbin. So Teresa bobbin, and yeah. So definitely, of course, we got it here. And of course, Eva said it's a bobbin. Of course, why not, right? It has to be a bobbin. So what is the use of a bobbin now? Amen. 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 What is the use of our bobbin? Is it we? There you go. You see what Catherine said? She promised herself this year she ain't gonna buy no more clothes. She would make her own clothes. That's what she promised herself. And that's where you would save a lot of money by making it, creating it on your own. And that's where we come in, of course. At Infinite Modesty Design, we'll teach you. Right now, our classes is very reasonable. Very, very reasonable because I want people to kind of take out the machine because a lot of people have this fear. I don't think I could learn to sew online. I have people when I have, post on Facebook or ads or whatever on Facebook. Many people would say, okay, I've been sewing for how many years? How do you teach sewing online? Well, you just have to know how to do it. I guess by the grace of God, a lot have been helping me to do it, and people have been responding, and there you go. Is the under thread. There you go. Absolutely. It is the under thread. Wonderful. So for the thread, yep. Oh, the seam repair is your best friend, Catherine. Awesome. So yes, my dear, it is the thread that goes on the to make sure you have the top thread and then you have the bottom thread to make sure you get the fabric nice and pretty, to sew really pretty and nice there. There you go. So I'm so excited. So I am just gonna show this one now. So what is this? What is this here? What is this beauty right here? What is this beauty? If you don't know the name, just probably must kind of give probably what it does, right? What is it there? Okay. Another thing again I would say is that sewing makes you money, right? You could definitely say, you know what, I want to side hustle. Like someone contacted me recently and she said, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but when I'm get older, I don't think I could do that anymore. So I really want to learn to sew because I see myself, I could sit down and probably I'd be at home and make money with sewing. And that's a great way why you would want to definitely take a class. And guys, I keep on saying taking a class. I would say take a course because our classes course goes step by step to get you to that level where you can make a clothes for your friend. You could make a clothes. You could sew a dress or a garment for your client, and I mean client. Was it what for your client? You could sew for your children, for yourself. Your friend could come and say, you know what, Jalise, I see you have this dress on. I want you to make. There's no fear. You have no fear, and that's the level we really want to get our students to have that competent in themselves. So we are going to be here for a while. We are going to be here for a while, and in the group setting, it's a great way to start because you get to connect with other friends and stuff like that. Exactly. So that is the house that have the bobbin case. Excellent. So that is the bobbin case. So this is where your bobbin go, guys. So here for those who so this is your bobbin here, the bottom thread. It goes here, and that's where everything, all the pretty work come. The last time I had problems with this, and my machine, my Juki machine wasn't sewing right. That had a little problem. So let's say sometimes your thread is probably skipping. All those, and I never even thought of this. I never thought of this. And I think I had to, when I bring the machine in the repair shop, I think was this pretty much what he changed. Because the old one I had here was not working, and my thread was really horrible, not knowing that there was something wrong with the case here. So all those little things, if you're having a little issue with your machine, you want to probably just want to buy a new one, just in case you try everything. Probably you realize, okay, well, tension is right, stitch line is right, everything is right. Maybe you're just trying to change. It may not be for every machine, but it was for my machine one time, and I had to spend money, which I didn't even have to. Definitely. Yes, okay. So let's say you won't regret, that's for sure. And I definitely want to take the class. So Teresa, we have a skirt making class, is what I show you. I got a skirt making class. But guys, for our next class, because we are halfway in our beginners online class that started already. Our next class is starting February the 18th. That is a Thursday. Because we have a Monday, Tuesday class going on. So I can't really intertwine the class because that class is going to continue to different levels once my students continue. So I have a Thursday class. I'm coming up with a Thursday class. The class would be Thursday the 18th. Sorry, the class would start. I apologize. Start Thursday the 18th. That is in February, and that would be around 6 o'clock. No, 7 p.m. So it's one class, 7 to like 9 or 9:30. The class would go for. The price of the classes for now, my price would go up. It's only $180 Canadian, and that is 16 hours of classes, right? So you get a good amount of hours of classes live. You'll get the replay. You'll be in a group. We'll ask questions and so on and so forth. So that class is coming up. We have a class that is currently in session. It's almost halfway. No, it's halfway going already. Almost halfway going. So we can't really accept any new students in that class. But the new one is coming up in February. Okay. Also, you buy a lot of things on Wish. Wow. And you get good price on it, Eva. She says she buy a lot of sewing supplies on Wish. So that's a good place if you may know. So again, just for one more time, or just for people who come for the first, for new again. So we have in this class tomorrow, it's a gather maxi skirt making class. It's not my size, so I'm kind of holding it on my waist here. So it's actually for one of my clients. And this is, it has pockets. So you have pockets. This class is only $85. It's only $85. Okay, Teresa, we'll definitely connect after for sure, okay? And we have in this class tomorrow. So this class, it wouldn't finish tomorrow though. We'll start it tomorrow. You'll have supplementary video, and then we'll finish it maybe on Sunday, or I'll make sure I connect with my other students when we'll finish. So it is a couple hours class, and we just have it for only $85, guys. So definitely, if you have at least 3 yards of fabric, or your waist times 3, your waist multiplied by 3. Okay, nice, very nice, Eva. Thanks for sharing. Your waist multiplied by 3 could definitely get you the amount of fabric you need for tomorrow's class. Okay. Now, I'm trying to figure out. Anyone know what this is here? Anyone at all know what this is here? And what do you use it for? Anyone know what this tissue is? And what probably, if you know what it is, or what is it being used for, probably I'll give a little education of what is used for. Okay, you know what? I have some papers here with some questions, and I have no clue where I put the question now. Now that I'm live, I have no clue where I put the question. Oh, I have it in the bottom here. Okay. So, let me just ask a question here. So, anyone know what is notion? Okay, I did ask the first question, what is it? So thank you, Stella, for answering. So interfacing. So anyone can tell me, what is the use of interface? What do you use interface for? Anyone? What do you use it for? So someone says it's interfacing, awesome. What do you use it for? There you go. Okay, I'm going to read out the answer just now, so I'm going to leave it there. So anyone else know what this is for? And what is the name, or what is it used for? Okay. So guys, another reason why you may want to get an instructor, right? And for those who want to contact me, I do have my contact in the chat. I don't know if I could put it in right now again. Let me just see if I could put it in the chat. I'm not sure. No, this is just a Zoom information here. Yeah, so for those who want to contact me, our phone number is 416-742-9931 if you want to talk, or if you want to chat about sewing. Find out more about our classes, our group classes, our upcoming classes and stuff like that. You could definitely contact us. Also, our email is gellisjerome@gmail.com. So Gellis, Gellis, Jerome, Jerome @gmail.com. Again, the information would be in the chat or above somewhere as well. Okay. So you can definitely contact us, and we could actually talk if you have a desire. Now, I have parents have been contacting me for their children. We do kids classes as well online, but it more have to do like a one-on-one class. So 416 is my phone number, 742-9931. And my email address, so 416-742, I'm just writing it in the chat here for the other group. So it's hardening fabric. Okay, this one is actually lightweight, Eva. So 742-993. Is my phone number. And my email address is Jalise, so G as in George, E as in egg, L as in Larry, L as in Larry, I, S as in Sam, Jerome, J as in Joy, E as in egg, R as in Romeo, O as in Oma, M as in mother, E as in egg at gmail.com. So that's my email address if you want to send me an email. And again, I'll put all this thing in the chat as well. Okay. So for the kids class I mentioned, we do kids class as well. The kids class is one-on-one. We could do kids class for now. And I have someone who actually, the child is 5 years old and we actually start a class, a one-on-one class. And it reminds me when I start. I start at a very, very young age. But that would be a private class, not a group class. So if you do have kids and you want me to teach them to sew, one-on-one, we do one-on-one classes. That would be something that I offer, at least for now. Because if it's start getting too hectic for me, I would have to drop that. But for now, we do have space for the one-on-one classes. All right, so I wanna ask a question. So for those who answer the question, so interfacing for stabilizing stabilized fabrics such as collar, waistband, wonderful. I like that. Catherine, thank you. Interfacing used to give clothes structure, excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Dana. And Stella said interfacing. Yeah, so there you go. Yes, Stella, I'll be coming out with fabric just now. I would definitely be coming out with some fabric to sell for sure. And hardening fabric. Yep, there you go. So good, great student. So I'm doing that. Maybe eventually I would have, not eventually, I am kind of moving from where I am. So eventually when I get to my destination, I would do more like quizzes. So probably we could probably I'll be making something and who get the most answer probably would get that something. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I wanted to see if it makes sense and if people would actually, connect. So thank you for everyone who's answering the questions. I'm excited. Okay, another thing again, guys, to get an instructor like Infinite Modesty Design is that you would make money, like I mentioned earlier. You want to make money, right? You want to, like Catherine says, you want to definitely vow to start sewing her own clothes, not someone sewing it for her. All right, so all my wonderful students could tell me what interfacing. Excellent, thank you. Now, what is this, guys? What is this? Oh, let me give it a little education on interfacing. Sorry, guys. So there's various different types of interfacing, right? So this interface is various different types. I like to use this because when I teach, I like to teach, well, usually for my in-studio class, I like to teach with a lightweight interfacing. The waistband, you could go with a little bit heavier than this. This is very flimsy, so you can see it rips very, very easily. If you want to put more layers, and it's also adhesive, meaning that it stick on the fabric. You iron it on the wrong side of the fabric, and it gives the fabric structure, like one of our audience says here. It gives the fabric structure. It's a stabilizer for the fabric. This sometimes, guys, if you go to buy maybe an expensive dress and you go to cut open inside the dress, there's so much things inside that dress to make it look so beautiful. And interfacing, it may not be this one, it may be a different kind, but interfacing is like a key top in big time professional sewing, or it could be small time sewing too. Maybe you're making a bag and you want a little structure, right? Maybe you're making a purse. You'll be taking one of our class. Interfacing is like your go-to there. And a lot of people don't know about it, and that's okay. That's what sewing is all about. You learn as you go, as you grow. There you go. All right. There you go, my dear. Of course, that's the idea, my honey. That's the idea, Stella. She says, so this is like a class refreshing our memory. I like that. That's what I want to do here. And I like that you're taking part. Awesome. So one more question again. I think I see answers here. So what is this? What is this here? What is this lovely? Let me go across here. Lovely. What is this lovely things here? And probably if you know what it is, awesome. Tell me, what can you use it for? What can you use it for? What can you use this wonderful, this thing here? So I'm waiting for the name. Okay, guys, so I want to also say another thing again. a great reason why you need an instructor to learn to sew. You need to take a class, whether a group class, whether you know you want a one-on-one class. I would prefer say go with the group, because in the group you kind of get question. You may probably one of our students may ask a question and you never even thought about asking that question, right? And the person asks that question in the group, well, you get to get the question and probably get the answer, right? So it's an awesome time to start booking a class with Infinite Modesty Design. The group class is very reasonable right now. We have the beginners class in session. It's actually going really well. In our beginners class, we haven't sewn a project as yet because there is so much to learn in sewing. And our students, I believe, is really enjoying the class. Okay, so you avoid pain. The good thing with sewing, again, you avoid pain. When I say you avoid pain, I know some of my students say they like videos, and that's perfectly fine. The great thing is that we have videos and we have live. And when I say you avoid pain, let's say you're watching a video and you're not clear on that part of how it's been done. The good thing with the live class now is that you could ask questions and you could get answers, right? Or maybe you could give a comment. Let's say we're in a group and you type, I didn't understand that clear. We're able to answer you right away. Now, if you do a video-only class, it's fine as well, because that's where I'm gearing to videos as well. But with the live group class, it makes sense because you could ask your question and get your question answers right away. You don't have to stop, rewind, go back. The answer is pretty much right in front of you. And like I said, our goal is to get you to be sewing for others. Yourself, not only yourself, but also others as well. So getting an instructor, avoid pain. You don't have to be scratching your head. How do you do that again? I had one of my students, I sent them a video. That was an old video I did, by the way. And she asked me a question. I said, don't worry, we're going to go over, because that video, you don't have to do it over anyway. But, you get to ask questions and interact when you take a sewing class, a sewing course, I should say, step-by-step course with us as Infinite Modesty Design. Infinite Modesty Design, guys. You avoid pain, you get pleasure, meaning that you don't have to stress yourself because the answer is there. Or another student could probably give the answer, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's see here. So a yardstick, there you go, awesome. All right, yardstick for measuring, there you go. It's a ruler, all right, I'll take that as well. It's a yardstick, mostly sewn in stretch, is a meter stick. Oh, good job, sister. Thank you, Nana. Thank you for joining me, dear. Thank you so much for joining me. Eva been answering a lot of questions. Catching you watching us from 2 screen. Okay, that's all good too. Awesome. So yeah, so all the question was right, of course. You could say it's a ruler. That's all good. It's all good. So it is a yardstick. So a yardstick, the good thing now, so let's say I'm selling fabric in bulk. Let's just jump to fabric. And, it's really handy, of course, if you're buying fabric in yards, of course, right? Meter is a little bit more, but for yards, this help you, like if you're making dress project and you have to do maybe you have to do an A-line skirt, right? You have to do a pillowcase, and this could do so many things. So if you could use it as a ruler if you want, and of course, you could use it as so many things in sewing. So it's a very good tool to have. Now, would I say you have to have it if you're taking a sewing class? Not necessarily, but as you go along, of course, you may need it for sure. That's a great question. You know what, my dear? I was even telling my students the other day, if you tell me anything about centimeter, I'll be scared, because I didn't learn in centimeter, I learned in yards. So it's something I would have to go Google. So if anyone knows, someone asks how many centimeter is 1 yard, I don't even know myself, because I'm not and I don't think this has centimeter. I don't think this. No, this is just yard here. I don't think this is just inches. Sorry. So I don't think it's I know 36 inches is 1 yard, but if anyone know how many centimeters is yard, yeah. I'm not sure, dear. I'm not even good with centimeters. So there you go. So I'm gonna give an easy question now. So what is this and what is it used for? So I want to answer what is this and what is it used for. So not just one answer I want. One answer won't do the trick for me. It had to be 2 answers. 2 answers would do the trick for me. All right. And why do you need to have this in your sewing closet? So there's lots of, you could give me any answer actually. What is this? Probably you could just say what it is. What is it used for? Probably. And why do you need to have it in your sewing closet, or else don't even think of probably sewing? Why? Tell me why. This one, yes, we talk about that one yet. This one you could do without, but what is this? There you go. Straight up answer, Stella. Straight up answer. Very, very straight. So I'm waiting for more answers. Oh, okay. You know, I never know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know the air. Don't cut the air. It dulls the scissors. Well, is that for real? Eva, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know what? You give me a question to ask now. I'll ask another question. Oh, so someone say 32 centimeters. 32 centimeters. Make a yard. Is that it? I guess. So I would guess so. 32 centimeters make a yard. Yes, guys. So this is the hot question. That's one of the hottest questions of the night. What is this? What is it used for? And why you just need to have it in your sewing closet? Like you just have to have it in your sewing closet for sure. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna read a few things that some of my students have been asking, answering question. I asked, like, why do you want to learn to sew? So I have to read this one. So Eva said here, she said, my son and my husband knows that it's absolutely illegal to use my I like that. It's absolutely illegal to use my sewing scissors. You know what? I think I'm going to apply that. I like that one. Illegal to use my sewing scissors. I really like that. Thanks for sharing, Eva. Yes, ma'am. So why can't you not have that in your sewing closet? So we hear one answer already. It's illegal for anyone to touch that scissors there. So I'm just going to read a few of the things here why I think that uh, getting a sewing instructor or learning that beautiful skills of sewing is so important. So this is what some of this is what some people have to say. So I want to design my own clothes. Like, who don't want to do their own clothes? Like, if you're into sewing and fashion, right? I want to design my own clothes. So this is not my words. This is what I've been asking questions in one of my groups, and this is some of the answers I've been getting. There you go. I love the idea of making clothes for my granddaughter. So that's an awesome, awesome, awesome answer here, right? So that clothes fit me properly, and that's exactly where we are about. Sorry, kind of stuttering here. I need water actually. We are about getting to make sure that your clothes not just fit you properly, but also that you yourself could be sewing for others, your friends, your family, and the clothes fit them properly as well. That's the vision we have for our audience, for you, for our classes, for our students who really want to dive into and learn that skills. Now, like I always said, you could go to the college. And you know the funny thing, I saw this thing on Facebook and I messaged them because I wanted to know, like, what is the course. And the girl called me today and she said the course is a 2-year course and it's sewing and fashion or fashion merchandise, and it's $30,000. So I want people to hear that who think, well, you know what, $100 and something is too much to take a beginner's class. $30,000, I think it was Canadian dollars, to take was one of the fashion course. That's the amount of money it was for the fashion course. And I saw another lady online teaching sewing like myself. She do it through videos and classes, and her price was $4,000 US. So when you see we're thinking, okay, should I take this class? Is that, you know what, sewing is not easy. It's a skills to learn, and you can make money, you can save money. There's so many things you could do with sewing. And for now, like I said, our goal is to help you to get to that level. We may not charge you all that big time money, but of course you will learn a skills, and you would learn a skills from someone who have been in the field. And my passion is to ensure that you sew not just for yourself, but for your clients. That's the actual goal here. So I would like to learn small items for gift. There you go. I got a new sewing machine for Christmas. So why not learn to sew? Because I got a new sewing machine. Another one here, if you're a beginner. Okay, so the question I asked here, the answer I think I get here, craft and hobby. The person like to make craft and hobby. So that's a really, really reason why to learn to sew. Yes, I prefer to learn, let me see here, to find a hobby and to be good at something. So there you go. This person here want to find a hobby and to be good at something. So all those are wonderful, wonderful reasons why you want to learn to sew. So guys, again, so for who we are a Toronto sewing and fashion studio. I have been teaching sewing since 2018. I have grew up around an old Singer pedal machine. My grandmother, she was a seamstress. I took sewing in regular school. Was it in high school? Yeah, high school. I was in the home economics class, like for those who know about home economics. And so let me just see what Eva said. I love sewing because it fit me right, and that I'm not seeing one I like in the store. That's it. I like that. So she's not just seeing the clothes that she have in the store. She's sewing her own unique garment. So thanks for sharing. Many people who don't sew think it's cheap and so easy and quick and done. I hear that all the time, and she says she hate that. Guys, I hear that all the time. Many times when I have in studio classes, COVID is here now, so I'm not having in studio classes right now. People would come, I wish I had prepared this slide. I would have shown you clothes that people leave and decide, you know what, I realized I didn't know sewing was like this. I don't want it. I want to continue. I know I don't want to continue. I want to go. I want to leave the class and go. And they leave, and I would beg them, please, at least just finish a little skirt, one little skirt. It's too much for them. So guys, I am saying to you, that's why I start with the beginners class. So you know what you're getting into. For the beginners class, you decide, okay, do I want to go to the intermediate class? Do I want to go advance myself? You would decide if you want to move up from that level, because sewing is a mindset. You have to tell yourself, I want to learn this. Come what may, I must learn it. Right? And that's where we are here to hold your hands. I have a student right now, she signed up for the class, and I haven't been seen, and I've been contacting her to find out what's going on with you. I'm trying to reach out to her. So the thing is that it's not just I want you to come because, oh, you know what, I wanna impress. I don't know. I'm just saying that for myself. I want you to learn because you learn skills, but you want to make sure that this is really what I want to learn. I want to learn sewing because I want to sew clothes for myself, because I want to get a skill to sew clothes for client probably one day, because I want to make my daughter a dress. But you have to make up your mind that you have to decide that you're going to learn, and not just when it gets hard, when you can't understand the seam, you drop the class. No. You want to make sure that you have your mind intact, that I am going to sew regardless. I would pass through this, and you would definitely get it by the grace of God and with my help as you sign up for our classes. All right. I wanted to, I wanted to just give one more quiz. She had to prepare most of my quiz. So I don't know if anyone have this on the sewing machine, and if you could tell me what it is. Well, maybe I kind of set it out, but still, I kind of set it out. And what is it used for? Oh, you must sew jerseys. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so that is always, people always think it's easy. Many people think that sewing is so easy. It's a mindset that you have to decide, okay, I'm going to learn it come what may. And guys, once you learn it, you learn it. The only thing you have to continue, because if you stop running that machine, you would forget. You would definitely forget, and we don't want that. Okay, so I was actually introducing myself, and I dive away from here. So just to let you know what I did home economics in school. From a home economics, I came to Canada. I went to Seneca. I did garment construction, pattern making 1, pattern making 2. I did educate myself in that field, and then I dropped sewing for like almost 10 years. I didn't sew. Then I went to nursing school. I'm a nurse by the grace of God. I am not practicing right now. After I finished nursing school, I decided, you know what? I told my husband I really want to get into sewing. I didn't want to sew for people, but I wanted to teach people to sew. So that's where the passion comes from. I want you to learn it on your own, and I will be the one that teaching you step by step. So many people say you have a lot of patience. Well, I didn't just get patient like that. Is that you have to develop. Whether you want to have patience or not, you have to develop patience, because sewing requires patience. After you sew this beautiful dress, you realize you sewed it on the wrong side. You have to rip everything and redo it again. You have to have patience, my dear. So for those who are interested in our sewing class, tomorrow we have our Gather Maxi Skirt class. Definitely you could sign up. It's only 85 Canadian for the class. We will be making a maxi gather skirt with pockets, like I mentioned. So this is the last time. And we're going to wrap here. So maxi gather skirt with pockets. Pretty soon we'll be selling fabric as well. We'll talk more about fabrics. We probably will be selling skirts as well, but as we go along, not now. We only be selling fabric for now. But for now, we teach the skirt, and it's only $85. The prices would go up So for those who are interested in making a skirt like this with pockets, definitely contact us. Our information, I would put it in the chat, as well as I would put it in the, there should be a link above as well, so you could definitely connect with us. So I found a picture of the other day I saw with my grandma, and I made a Barbie clothes. I was only 3 years old. Awesome. That is beautiful, beautiful memory, Eva. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you very much for sharing that. So buttonhole, there you go. All right, thank you so much, guys. So I want to thank you guys so much again for being on my page. Please help me share. In the group, I think you could share at the very top. There's some little lines at the group. If you guys could share the group, that would be nice. So, or at least go on my Facebook page and share, or maybe just, you know, make, if you have make anything and you want to say, okay, so on Toronto sewing classes, or there's sewing classes online, help me let others know about us. That would be excellent. I'll be so much appreciative. If you want to join any of our classes, kindly contact us. Our information, I will drop it again in the chat, and also above if it's not there. We are coming up with a sewing event very soon. I didn't mention it, but a sewing event, I'll talk about it in my next live. And the sewing event going to be a 4 days free, get pulling your sewing machine out and sewing some project. I will talk about it more. I would have sign-ups. Everyone who want to take part in that event would be able to sign up. And then I'll tell you when. It should be in February, sometime in February. We're going to be having the live event, and it would be a free event. You come and you sew along, and I teach you step by step. Just little projects. So it's nothing hard that you won't be able to do once you have a sewing machine. Thank you so much. I also want to just leave a little encouragement with you guys to let you know that by the grace of God, I am a Christian, and I do believe in Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. One thing I like to share with everyone, I didn't get to know him because someone preached to me. I get to know him because I had a situation in my life, and I said, Jesus, if you are real, I want to know you. Read my Bible, pray, and eventually he did show up and show me that he was real. So that's one of my encouragement to you guys, that if you really want to know if this man Jesus Christ is real, you have that power to ask. The best thing I would say is to definitely get to know him, give your life to him, and by the grace of God, he will definitely save you. Thank you one more time, everyone. Love you guys so very much for all your wonderful support. Please help me share about my sewing classes to your friends and family on Facebook. And again, one more time, have yourself a wonderful evening. Thanks, Eva. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And everyone else who joined me in the beginner sewing group, thank you guys so very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you again in my beginners Toronto group. Thank you, Stella. Teresa, I'm going to connect with you right now. Miss Dana and everyone else. Thank you guys so very much. Have yourself a wonderful night, guys. Bye-bye.